Hello everyone. Today I would like to go through one of the application monitoring tool, Azure Application Insights. So I'm in the portal.azure.com where you can create your application insights in here. For example, you can in under a resource group you can create your own application insights. Then you get your logging logs monitored here. So I have two applications developed in MuleSoft Studio, Anypoint Studio, right? One of them is which using that log4j. I'm routing my logs into Azure Insights. So for that, you would need an instrumentation key. You can get the instrumentation key back in the portal uh, by clicking that application insights. You will get this. This is the instrumentation key I was talking about. You need to copy that and put it in the log4j XML. Here I have three loggers. One is info level, it's which says flow started. Another one is in the error level logger. The message itself is an error, and a flow processing again on more information logger. So along with these loggers, your application logs as well will be transformed to. So where I'm defining, it will be transformed to your application insights. So here I'm configuring it in the info level. Go to a appender will listen to that. So my A appender have been configured with the instrumentation key, which I have showed you in the Azure portal. Then this package name should match. This is in the log4j level changes. These three things are required. One, we have to add the package, and another one is application insight appender. We have to add this name and the level of logging which we are interested in the application should match. Then I'm going to the pom.xml and will show the dependency record for logging this information into Azure Insights. So this is the one which is responsible for this activity, and that's it. Let's run this application and see how whether it's logging the information in the application inside. It's a scheduler which actually runs for every 10 seconds. Then this loggers along with this application logs, we have to see it in the back portal in the portal.azure.com, right? So this transaction search you can go and fetch or filter only 30 seconds of traces we would like to see. I think this application is being deployed. So initially I said we had two approaches. One is through log4j, another one is through a connector. So sometimes I would not be interested seeing all the application logs with redundantly in application insights as well. This is mainly for business activity monitoring, where I would see business events only, not the other application logs, which I'm not interested in. So for that, we need to have one a connector where it's an SDK given by this application inside, right? So the dependency for this one is this guy. So this is a custom connector which I have created. Let me show you that connector first. This is the custom connector which I have added. Let me show you the connector itself now. Okay, meanwhile, I'm seeing few informations are already going to Azure Insights. Let me see. We can see it here already. We have within 30 minutes, last 30 minutes, we have quite a few. And if you see the timing, 10:31, and we have informations coming in, right? This order delivered. Let's go back to this application and see what are the information we have put here. Flow started, error, and flow processing. This information I need to see here. So exactly what I'm seeing, that one saying flow started, error, and flow processing. These three loggers we have put in there, but along with that we have seen this quite a few informations about this, complaining about this reply any point MQ. This is coming because I'm listening all the information level logs, so that's why. But instead of that, doing this one, I can only log the business events through the SDK given by the Mule sorry, the Microsoft Azure Insights, right? So let me detail it out. So for the first approach, still we are there in the first approach. Let me start this application as well. Um, Go to the log4j and add this package and add the API, this A appender, and call them asynchronously. I'm interested to listen this information level logs. We can put this one from as a different level as well. So, but still, if you wanted to also one more thing, we need to add this dependency as well. Then we are good. So this is my first approach where I can route the logs into application logs into application insights. The other approach where I can straight away use the connector. This is my custom connector for Azure Insights where I will give the instrumentation ID here, then the message in here. What is the message? So this is the one of the event order received and order accepted, order processed, order sent, and order received, right? So I would like to receive this. I would like to see only these events in usually this will not happen in a single flow. For example, if you say a hypothetical scenario, you're receiving an order and posting into SAP, and while SAP process those and done processing, it will send an event saying that this order is being processed. So first we will receive an API call and call SAP. Then, re- while once it is reached, we will update it as order is received by MuleSoft. Order has been accepted in the Salesforce or in SAP. Then order is when we get an IDOC back from SAP. This is order processed, right? Then we'll send that back to the destination or the external system, that is order sent. So these are the various events can potentially happen across many APIs or many different places. So that we have to keep it in a single place, which is Azure Insights, right? For sometime what happens if something is not working or stuck with something. If we use an MQ and the MQ is not working properly, that time it will stuck in a particular event that your business users will see it and communicate with your Mule support team, asking that my order is received by MuleSoft and accepted by SAP, but it has not been processed. So, and that time you can go and dig into the logs and find out what is happening before updating this order processed, right? So this is the way it works. So now I'll run this application, then I'll show you how to build this custom connector. This custom connector which I build is available in this Azure Insights Mule in GitHub. You can take it and build it. Once you build them, you have to include it in the POM file, right? Like this. So this was the one as a connector. Once you add it, you will be able to see it in the palette like this. Azure Insight, it has a four events, four methods. One info event. This event has been used here. If you see it, it's saying event, and this info it says that okay, this information. I put the same. It goes to the Azure Insight as well. So in order to make this connector work, we need to create a connector configuration with along with the by feeding this instrumentation key and nothing extra here. And your events, by dragging them into here, we can make that events going to the Azure Insights. Once it runs, then I'll show you the actual connector. So let's find out this show view console. I think it's still being deployed. Okay, it's been looks like it's deployed, and the events are going through. So let's go there. Time is 11:37. Let's refresh, and we are interested now only in the custom event. So custom events are there. Custom event. So here we go. Order was received, accepted, and processed, and order sent. Order delivered as well. So we have seen all different events accumulated in the Azure Insights. I hope this makes sense, right? When we have different APIs or different systems logging into a single place, or we have an integration uh, between like same so like mules are receiving an integration or a IDOC request or request API request, which is in order and sent to SAP and getting the status back and update the external system. So where we can find out where it has gone wrong in this case. So I hope this is clear. Then I'm going back to the actual connector. I'll keep the screen and I will close the others. So where I have the connector is this one. It's a very simple connector, I would say, where first I would need to include this Azure SDK, Azure Insights Java SDK, which has the telemetry client class. So that jar has a telemetry client. So I'm creating a telemetry client for each method you would see, right? The warn or error or the info or the event. So we will see the event which we have used it here. So when once you give the instrumentation key, that will be part of this connection property, get ID, this one. So we need to create a class and set the instrumentation key. Then we say there is a method track event, pass a message that will appear in the Azure Insights happily, right? Hope I covered and I did not miss anything. So this connector is available in Azure Insights Mule. Hope this helps for you. So in the Azure Insights check, I have this one. Only thing I have to keep is a dependency when I use a connector. In the connector, what is the only thing I have to keep is this sorry this pom.xml dependency. Only this dependency has a telemetry client which will log you, which will give a log. So the first in the first this is the second method. The first method which actually logs all the application logs into the Azure Insights. Along with this approaches, we have two other approaches, but that actually transfers server health, those things. But that is actually being monitored in the runtime manager, and we don't need in Azure. So that's why I didn't cover that. Thank you.